Here we are going to discuss assignment B number 7, part 1. It says show that the line passing through the point 7,5 and negative 1,7 is parallel to the line y is equal to negative a quarter x plus 5. Now we have to take note, as it is written there, parallel lines have the same gradient. So therefore now the gradient of the line y is equal to minus a quarter x plus 5 is negative a quarter. Please remember, once y is the subject of the formula, the coefficient of x will always be the gradient. So we have a gradient already, which is negative a quarter. Now the question said, show that the line that passing through this point is parallel to that line. So therefore they must have the same gradient. So seeing that we know this gradient already, which is negative a quarter, the gradient that passing through those two, the gradient of the line that passes through those 2 points there must be the same also. It must be negative a quarter. So when we calculate that gradient, we must get negative a quarter also. So that's how we're going to show that the lines are parallel, by calculating a gradient here and to prove that it is negative a quarter. So that's what you've got to do for this question. All right. Now here you have some notes from the booklet regarding parallel lines. They have the same gradient. Example 12, you have two lines that pass in L1 passing through those 2 points, L2 passing through those 2 points. Two gradients were calculated, one for L1, one for L2. And if you notice, we got the same value. So therefore, these two lines are parallel. Now we have an example similar to the assignment. It says, show that the line passing through the points 5, negative 3 and 7,5 is parallel to the line 4x minus 3 over 11. So since y is the subject of the formula, right? And the coefficient of x is 4. So this line has a gradient of 4. So therefore, when we calculate those two, the line that passes through those 2 points, we must get 4 also. So that is how we're going to show that the lines are parallel, by calculating the gradient here and comparing it with this one, and we're supposed to get 4. Okay. Now we have to reiterate the fact that to take note, all right, that since the gradient of the line y is equal to 4x minus 3 over 11, okay, is equal to 4, okay, this gradient is 4 because y is the subject of the formula, okay. Therefore now, all right, when you have y is the subject, the coefficient of x will always be the gradient, and c, the constant, will be the number by itself. All right, so therefore now that gradient is actually 4, okay, 4x minus 3 over 11. So when we calculate the gradient of the line that passes through those 2 points, we expect to get 4 also. All right, as it is written there, we expect to get 4 also. All right, the gradient of the line that joins the 2 points must be 4. All right, so how do we calculate the gradient of the line that passes through those 2 points? We use the equation y is equal to m1. m1 is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, we have to use that formula, and I label the two coordinates of those 2 points. The first point, let's call it x1, y1. And the second point, let's call it x2, y2. Just remember, a point has 2 coordinates, the x coming first and the y coming first. So now we're going to substitute those values into the equation to calculate the gradient. And remember, we expect to get a 4 also. And here it is, y2 minus y1, that's 5 is y2, negative 3 is y1, 5, and the formula comes with a negative sign already. So 5 minus 3, that is 8. 7 minus 5, that is 2, because 7 is x2 and 5 is x1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So here we get 4. All right. So therefore now the gradient of the line 4x minus 3 over 11 is 4. Okay. Therefore, since the gradients are equal, then the lines are parallel. Okay. So that's how we have shown that those two lines are parallel by comparing the gradient of the one in the equation and the gradient of the one that the gradient of the one with for the 2 points, okay, the one that has the 2 points, and therefore now, since they are the same, you have 4. The one that passes through the 2 points is 4, and the one with the equation is 4, the lines are parallel. So that's what we have shown, that the two lines are parallel.